forever if I could. If I could slow down the hands of time, I would. I know they say all good things must end. If I can do it all over, I'd do it all over, over and over again. We'll go on till we're pushing up daisies. We'll grow old and wide now, still be calling you baby. We'll never get enough, we'll be living it up right down the day we die. No, we ain't getting out of this love alive. Till I heard you close, I never felt the feeling. And I'll feel that way till the last sunset goes down. You turned a stubborn southern boy to a believer. Believe me when I say it's gonna stay that way till they lay me in the ground. We'll go on till we're pushing up daisies. We'll grow old and wild now, still be calling you baby. We'll never get enough, we'll be living it up right down the day we die. No, we ain't getting out of this love alive. We'll go on till we're pushing up daisies. We'll be
You okay? Cover your mouth, buddy. Oh, there she is. Speak on.
And who gives this woman to be married to this man?
On behalf of her mother and I do.
All done.
Remember what I said before?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
All done.
All done. All right, I'm gonna go bring you over here, okay?
Mommy.
Dear family and friends, please be seated. We have gathered here today to witness and celebrate the wedding of Jena and Tyler. First, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here on the most happy of days. It's no accident that each of you are here today. Each of you were invited to be here because you represent someone important in the individual and collective lives of Jena and Tyler. Jenna and Tyler, what you accomplished here today is no small feat. Your journey began way before you sent out the invitations, chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete, the person who makes the world a wonderful place, and the person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of life without them. I know how deeply these two care for and love one another, and I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness of their commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. I think I've had the good fortune to meet most of you here today at some point or another, but for those of you whom I haven't met, I'm a friend of Tyler and Jenna's. My name is Kyle O'Brien. Excuse me. Some call me Deacon O'Brien, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I'm lucky enough to have met Tyler through Drew. Most of you probably know him as Gary, many years ago. From there, we experienced many a good time, whether it was Tyler turning the Black Elks Club into a dance party, March Madness tournaments spent at Hollywood and Linda's, or our epic night we experienced in New York City after hours nightclubs. One thing I know is Tyler is a person you can always count on, and that trait is invaluable. As I met Jenna, I realized Tyler had met his match in the best of ways. What Tyler lacks, Jenna adds, and vice versa. They certainly bring the best out in each other, and we have spent many a nights enjoying a few drinks at their home they share together, and I look forward to enjoying many more with this amazing couple. So let me tell you a little bit about Jen and Tyler's journey. It all started about 16 years ago when Jen and Tyler met at a 265 party. Some of you may have heard of these infamous house parties. To keep this classy, I won't get into too much detail about the underage drinking. I'll just say this, thanks for hosting, John. After several years of dating, Jen and Tyler went their separate ways. However, Tyler never gave up hope that they'd come back together again. He was persistent, and he was right. 9 years later, life brought them together again, and within a short time, they started a family and had their son Maxwell. As a third-party spectator to their love, it was extremely clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each of them complements the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals on their own, together they're even better. And being better together as a team, a family, and partners in crime is what has been many years in the making and ultimately leads us here to being here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of those they love most. I wish I could tell you a single story about Jen and Tyler that summarizes their relationship and how they enrich each other's lives and the lives of each of us. But the truth is, there isn't one single event that is a good encapsulation of what they mean to me, to each other, and to all of us. However, what I do know is that both of them care deeply and passionately for each other. They protect each other. They make each other laugh and think outside themselves. And that time magically seems to both fly and slow down when they're together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and unnoticed, but always appreciated. I also know it's not just anyone who can stand witness as Tyler eats his body weight in Taco Bell, or who can appreciate Jenna's savage comments that have coined her the nickname South of the Twins Jenna. But it's also my personal experiences with Jenna and Tyler that highlight the quality of their love. It doesn't matter if I'm with them in person or simply in a bizarre group chat with them. When I'm around Jen and Tyler, I'm always enjoying myself. I am certain that that's part of what makes them so special to each of us. How happy we feel when we are with them. And what I wish for them, what I wish for them on their wedding day is that their lifetime together as a team is one of complete happiness, full of those moments that they wish would never end, and that they continue to make one another smile and laugh as each of us do. So without further ado, I was going to say hold hands, but they already are. Will you, Jenna, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I will.
Tyler, will you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I will.
So now you guys are going to repeat after me. I, Jenna, take you, Tyler, to be my husband. Sorry.
I, Jenna, take you, Tyler, to be my husband,
To have and hold from this day forward,
to have and to hold from this day forward.
for better, for worse,
For better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health. Look at me.
to love and to cherish,
And to love and to cherish,
from this day forward until death do us part.
from this day forward until death do us part.
You ready, Tyler?
I'm ready.
I, Tyler, take you, Jenna, to be my wife,
I, Tyler, take you, Jenna, to be my wife,
to have and to hold from this day forward,
to have and hold from this date forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to cherish and to love and to cherish,
to love and cherish,
from this day forward
from this day forward,
until death do us part.
till death do us part.
Okay, at this time we'll take the rings you have for each other.
Oh, Garrett.
Who brought Gary?
Whoopsie.
Okay, so rings are very, very large in their significance. They are made of precious metal, which symbolizes the love, or symbolizes that your love is the most precious element in each other's life. The ring has no beginning and no ending, which symbolizes that the love between the two of you will never cease. Okay, here we go. Jenna, please place this ring on Tyler's finger and repeat after me.
Nice looking ring.
I give you this ring to wear upon your hand
I give you this ring to wear upon your hand
as a symbol of our love and our unity.
as a symbol of our love and our unity.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Tyler, please place this ring on Jenna's finger and repeat after me.
All right.
I give you this ring to wear upon your hand
I give you this ring to wear upon your hand
as a symbol of our love and our unity.
as a symbol of our love and our unity.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a wine box ceremony. So I'm going to invite Jen and Tyler to perform the wine ceremony. The couple will combine 2 wines, one sweet and one dry. So we're going to do this right here.
All right.
There's a bug in there.
That's all right.
No.
You got it? All right.
Thanks.
Yep. So this combined glass of wine symbolizes the sum of your life experiences. It contains within it the sweet flavors of love, joy, wonder, and happiness. This same cup at times holds the bitter taste of sadness, pain, and despair.
Steady hands.
Nailed it.
Doing good.
Steady hands.
Not so steady. All right.
When you drink deeply of this cup of life, you invite the full spectrum of experiences into your life. You accept a commitment to draw from your marriage all that you need to wash away the bitter flavors of life and to savor the sweet flavors you may encounter on your journey together. They're not going to take a sip.
Cheers.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. I was a little nervous.
Better than church wine?
Hold on. Very.
Okay, Jen and Tyler have chosen to close the bottle of wine they combined today in a wine box. The wine box will also contain a letter from the bride and the groom. On their first anniversary, the bride and groom will open this box, read their letters, and enjoy a glass of wine, all of which will remind them of this special day and their commitment to one another.
Let's move back.
Go back. You guys want to go back in front here? Or?
Yep.
Now, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
I love you too. Try not to touch that veil.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege
Yes.
to introduce to you for the first time,
All
Mr.
right.
and Mrs. Hughes.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's go.
And we're at.
Good?
Yep.
Just so everybody knows too. Too early, jump in.
Slow down.
Oh, sorry. All right.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go. No one will know. Oh, come on, girl. Who cares if we're trash? Got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol, and it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Oh, I'll go get a ring, let the choir bells sing like ooh. So what you wanna do? Let's just run, girl. If we wake up and you wanna break up, that's cool. No, I won't blame you. It was fun, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you tonight. We have very happy people that want to be introduced in just a moment. First, I want to introduce Thomas Hallenbeck first. Where are you, Thomas? Let's give him a big round of applause. He's on the stage. As well as Thomas and Mrs. Hughes. Let's hear it for them. Big round of applause, guys. That's right, clap those hands just a little bit if you like. Let's get into it. Alright, bridesmaids coming in first. We got Anne-Marie and John. Let's hear it for them. Come on, guys, big round of applause to them. Alright, who's coming Stacy. Let's hear it for them. Come on, come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all here. You saw that ceremony. Stand up, rise up out of those seats. All right, pay attention right up top, right up there. Come on out, guys. We got our brand new, our newlyweds. Mr. and Mrs. Tyler Hughes. Alright, time to make their way down to their guests, to you guys. We're about to begin our very beautiful first dance. That's right. Great, great entrance. Alright, up next is formalities right now. Our very, very beautiful first dance.
Promise you forever if I could. If I could slow down as the time would. I know I say all good things must end. If I could do it all over and do it all over and over again, we'll go on till we're pushing our daisies. Road wide and I'll still be calling you baby. We'll never get enough, we'll be living it up right down the day we die. No, we ain't getting out of this love life. Till I heard you close and never felt the feeling. And I'll feel that way till our sunset goes down. Turn stubborn boy to a believer. Believe me when I say it's gonna stay that way till it ain't around. We'll go on till we're pushing our daisies. Road wide and I'll still be calling you baby. We'll never get enough, we'll be living it up right down the day we die. No, we ain't getting out of this love alive.
All right, come on, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. All right, now Jenna, don't go too far. Hold on. Dad, where are you, Dad?
Why you look so sad? The tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now.
That's right. Come on, big round of applause. All right, Tyler. Mom, your turn, Mom. Well, let's hear it, guys. Nice round of applause.
It's hard for me to say the things I wanna say sometimes. There's no one here but you and me, and the broken road street like locked doors leave the world outside. All I've got to give to you, believe by words of night, beg you for loving me, for being my eyes. I couldn't see for part of my lips when I couldn't breathe. Beg you for loving me. Beg you for loving me.
Come on, a little bit of switch up here. Let's hear it, guys. Look at that. That is awesome. Great. All right. So we're about to do our toast so we could have Anne-Marie and Drew.
Good evening, family, friends, and guests. Thank you for joining us in the celebration of Jena and Tyler. Before I start, I would like to take a moment and say how stunning you both look tonight. Especially our bride. Seriously, she's gorgeous, right? Killing it. Woo! Tyler, I would say you are the most handsome, but you might be outshined by a certain little man with blonde hair. Maxwell. Hey, you. Auntie Annie loves you. I think he steals the limelight. I would like to thank Jena's sister, JC, for being my wingman and all her help organizing. She's amazing and should consider starting her own event planning business. Girl, I'm hiring you. I would like to thank Jenna's father, Tom, and Tyler's parents, Linda and Tom, for their support. The Glam Squad, Hannah and Adam, she's stunning, right? As well as the wedding team and staff at Longfellow's for hosting a wonderful evening. I would also like to take a moment and remember and honor Jenna's grandmother, Josephine, and her mother, Stephanie. I know they are with us tonight sharing this beautiful evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Anne-Marie. I've been best friends with Jena since college, 12 plus years. Yeah, girl, we're old. Old. Jena was, and still is, the gorgeous, smart, and prepared student, while I was always the one stumbling in late with Dunkin' Donuts, but the perfectly coordinated outfit. She always saved me a seat. Though sweet and petite in stature, Jena had a giant presence during our college presentations. She spoke like she was 7 feet tall. It was then, despite our obvious size difference and study habits, I knew we'd be lifelong friends. Jena fiercely cares for those around her and has always balanced family and friends. For example, after a long day of classes, she would take time to visit her grandmother, who would have chicken nuggets from Hannaford waiting. Jena is the definition of a friend. She always has your back, like holding your seat for you because you're running late once again, listening to each other's heart and lungs, or letting us palpate her liver a million times. Slip your liver in preparation for clinical skills test. Seriously, nursing friends are weird, and yes, her liver is normal size. This also included being subjected to front row of a drag queen show in Provincetown, or being the guinea pig to new recipes on Grey's Anatomy nights. Even living in different cities, our friendship didn't change. She was always there for me. She is my person, the Christina to my Meredith. Grey's Anatomy, if you don't know. It is said that if two people are meant to be together, eventually they find their way back. And that is what happened with Jen and Tyler. Some of you may not know this, but Jen and Tyler originally met in the fall of 2005 at a house party at 265 Western. I never went to those parties, but I guess they were awesome. Life is full of serendipitous moments, and if you're lucky enough, you might meet the person that you realize the whole universe existed just to bring two people together. When they reconnected, Jenna's voice was lighter, happier, and she was laughing. Soon after, I learned about Tyler. At first, like a true protective friend, I had my hesitations. I mean, he's a Braves fan. How cool could he really be? Let's go Mets. But my friend was happy, and so I couldn't wait to meet this mystery man. All reservations instantly disappeared when I met Tyler. Meeting Tyler felt like meeting a longtime friend. He's one of the most authentic and kind people ever. His love for Jena is so apparent it captivates the room. Or perhaps it's his mad lyrical singing skills that even Usher would be jealous of. You got it bad. Right back. Either way, Tyler, you brought the light back to my best friend. On top of all this, Tyler is an amazing dad. He puts his family and Jena first, even if this means wearing the baby carrier with Max while mowing the lawn. I know, bud, I'm almost there. Oh, rocking the car seat in the fancy new Tesla, creating an extensive Excel spreadsheet, or doing all of the dishes. One of the best signs of a healthy relationship is having fun together. We have shared some amazing memories, from Ed Sheeran in New Orleans, late night casinos on Bourbon Street, airboat alligator rides. By the way, does anyone know what makes an albino alligator white? Just asking for a friend. Country concerts, ice bars, fancy Italian dinners, the list goes on. But my favorite memories are sitting with you, the two of you on the deck, with a fire, rocking Crocs, sipping on eclectic beers and singing throwback hits, or going for family walks or turkey trots, together with Max and Foster 2. Real love does not require fancy outings or exotic trips. The two of you are meant for each other, and together you have created a beautiful family and home. Parenting is not easy, yet the two of you are a team and perfectly balanced for each other. You make it look so easy, so feel free to make baby number 2 already. Honeymoon. Your love for each other and Maxwell is the stuff that romance novels or Hallmark holiday movies are made of. Nicholas Sparks wrote, "Every great love starts with a great story." From what I've seen, your story is already beautiful, full of life, and just getting started. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to please raise your glass to Jena and Tyler. May you be blessed with many chapters of health and happiness. Cheers. No pressure, Drew.
I want to start out by saying what a beautiful ceremony it was. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Deacon O'Brien on doing such an incredible job. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Emery on a job well done with her speech. For those of you who do not know me, I'm the guy that dropped the ring earlier. My name is Drew, and I have the honor of being Tyler's best man. I think it's important to recognize the parents of the bride and groom, because let's face it, without them, we would not be here today. To the parents of the bride, Tom and Steph, you have raised a caring, intelligent, funny, and beautiful young woman in Jena, who is an incredible mother as well to Maxwell. A lot of these qualities are the reason why Tyler fell in love with Jena, and it really is a testament to how well you both did in raising her, and is a big reason as to why we are here today. To the parents of the groom, Tom and Linda, or to those in the know, Hollywood and Mrs. Hollywood. I cannot thank you enough for moving back to Ballston Spa and setting in motion a series of events that have led us all to be here today. I know it couldn't have been easy to have raised this little hellraiser here, but he really is an amazing human who knows what he wants and is willing to put in the hard work to achieve his goals. He's an amazing father as well, and with the two of you as his parents, it's not hard to see why. Tyler and I met sophomore year of high school, playing JV baseball. We didn't really have too many classes together. We got to know each other through baseball and walking through the halls during free periods in high school, shooting the breeze. One thing I learned about Tyler early on is that he's not good at lying and has an incredible confidence in his abilities. On one of these walks, we were discussing Tyler's driver's test to get his license. The day after Tyler was supposed to take his driver's test, I asked him, "So how did it go?" Tyler said he didn't take the test, wasn't feeling well or something like that, and had to reschedule. It was very obvious that he was holding something back. Later on, after Hutha took the test and passed it, he finally told us he had failed the first time because he was feathering between the clutch and the gas on a hill. According to Tyler, his father taught him this. When the instructor asked him why he was doing that, he responded, "This is what you're supposed to do." This is a person who's probably given thousands of driving tests at this point. I can only imagine what his face looked like when Tyler said that. Since that moment, we have gotten a lot closer through baseball, those walks, ping pong matches, road trips with the guys, bowling, Call of Duty nights, softball. Really too many things to list off in the time I've been allotted. We are now able to discuss everything that goes on in our lives, and I really couldn't ask for a better friend. One of my favorite things about Tyler is that he's just such a good guy. He really is. Also, he's just one of the best people to tell stories about. Everyone here probably has a Tyler story, and I couldn't think of a better way to honor him than by telling one. One of the road trips we took was after we graduated high school, before we were set off to go to college. We decided to go to Montreal for the weekend to watch the Expos play. Even though my mother said no, we took my 1989 Honda Accord with flip-up lights and headed north. Tyler insisted on driving. Right before we got to the Chestertown exit, Tyler gets pulled over for speeding. This is the first time either of us had gotten pulled over. After Tyler found out he was going to get a ticket, he asked the officer if we could just pull off the exit, hit up an ATM, and he could just give the officer some money. The officer goes, "Excuse me?" Tyler slowly looked over to me, and I just gave him a shrug. Neither of us realized that what he asked sounded like a bribe to this officer. Instead of asking how to take care of the ticket, he doubles down, talking about the ATM again, and adding that his father will kick his butt if he finds out he got a ticket. The officer had to explain how the process of tickets worked. When all was said and done, Tyler did not get booked on bribery charges that day. We ended up making it to Montreal, went to the ballpark. Turns out the Expos did have a home game, but it was being played in Puerto Rico. So we never got to see them. Not long after this trip, Tyler and I both went off to college. While in college, Tyler met the other groomsman, that handsome devil over there, John Lottie. John at one point had one of the sickest penthouse apartments in Albany that at this point is known only as 265. The apartment came with space heaters and everything. John would throw soirees during the week and weekends that Tyler would frequent. On occasion, I would come home from school and join him in attending these events. Before one of these 265 events, Tyler tells me that he wants me to meet a girl he has been talking to. That girl was Jena. When I saw them together, I could see how they interacted and the smile on both of their faces. That's all I needed to see to know that this was serious. From that day on, through all the ups and downs, twists and turns that have led us here to today, one of the main constants is that Jena has always been on Tyler's mind. Jena, I could not pick a better person for Tyler to end up with, and seeing how happy you make each other really fills my heart. I wish you both the best and nothing but health and happiness. I love you both. Let's go Braves. To Tyler and Jena.